It's not Jack.
The new hero has double figures.
Revolt and Richmond are on the up. But Brucey isn't going to take defeat lying down.
Yeah, big day. Tara there, Ryan O'Keefe's wife with little Levi. What a great performance by O'Keefe. What a player he's been. 200 games today for him with the Swans, a premiership player. He's been at the MCG in all these big games for the Swans over the years. And this is a big game. They need to win today. If they can win today, you reckon they're going to play finals footy. They've been beating the teams out of the 8. They haven't been beating the teams in the 8. They play a very different Richmond team to the one they beat in round number 3 with Paul Roos. He nearly went, well, I guess he nearly went to Hawthorn. It's great that he stayed there, Roosy.
Yeah, we were fortunate. I mean, it was a good... We were really honest with him and he was honest with us. Trade didn't take place. Won our best and fairest last year and having another good season, so we're glad he stayed.
Stoppages, I read your article this morning, which was pretty interesting on stoppages, but important today. Martin, Tuck and Richmond in total over the last 4 weeks have been very good in that area.
Yeah, Tuck's been the interesting one. I think getting him back in the team's been really important. He's a big body. He's a seasoned professional. Martin's a good young kid with a big body as well. So, look, whoever wins the ball around the stoppages gives the forwards a chance.
Tell us a little bit about the bloke playing his first game today.
Yeah, he's 60-odd goals last year in the Waffle. He's a small, medium forward. He can mark it. He's really agile. He's quick. He's good on the ground. So, look, hopefully he has a bit of a presence today.
Trent Dennis-Lane. So we've got a TDL along with Lewis Robertson. And finally, Goodsy, what are you going to do with him?
Look, he'll start forward, and we know he can throw in the midfield, but I think we're a better team at the moment when he's playing forward without Brady. And look, we think with Henry Playfair coming back and Jared Moore coming back, I think our forward structure, Trent Dennis-Lane's a fair bit better than what it was, hopefully, last week.
All the best, Paul. Thanks for your time. Up to you, Dennis.
Good on you, Bruce. So the Tigers coming out. Victors in 3 of their last 4 games. Victories over Brisbane, the West Coast Eagles and Port Adelaide. Not exactly the top shelf, but wins nevertheless. And Jack Revolt has been a star. 48 goals for the bottom team, Dave. That's not easy.
No, it's not easy, but what he needs is someone else to help him out. Benny Nason in the last 6 weeks has kicked the second most amount, and that's 7 goals. So it just shows the gulf between Jack Revolt and the rest of his team. So he does need someone down there just to give him a bit of a chop out. And why not today? It's a perfect time.
There's Ben Cousins playing his 25th game for the Tigers. Will he be back next season, do you think?
Well, I hope so. I think that they still need a bit of experience around the club. You can't get rid of all the older statesmen from the club, Dennis. I know that many people like to get them out of the club, but you do need experience. So just looking at Richmond, Moore's the only change. He comes in, and I think off half-back he's important. But gee whiz, it's their midfield. It's this young man here in Trent Cotchin, 37 games only he's played, and Martin, who's played 12 games. They're the two that they're talking about taking this club into the future. And when they've played under 50 games between them, it just goes to show the talent and the fast tracking that they've needed to do to get to the stage that they're at the moment.
Big responsibility, but both quality players.
He's a beauty. He reminds me so much of a Robert Harvey.
Step.
No, he does. I think he's just got wonderful awareness. He knows how to get it. He's tough as nails. He's got some ink on the neck there, which
busy fortnight.
Well, has been a tough one for him, but I think his dad's got that. It's a family tattoo. So each of their own. You got any tattoos?
One.
Whereabouts?
White leg.
Okay. What
says white. Jake King is an interesting player too. I mean, in a situation where the umpires today are likely to be, sort of just watching what goes on, he could be under the microscope.
Well, he will be. And I think Jakey's smarter than what we give him credit for. He'll be able to pull back. He'll play a nice, fair game of footy. But look out next week. He'll be back to his old tricks.
Hey, and Jack Revolt will talk to Richo at halftime. That should be interesting. The new and the old. Richo, now the old. Sunday football. It's Richmond and Sydney.
Here we go.
Sunday football. Now it becomes uncivilised. Away we go. Opening bounce, as it should be. Graham, a left hand to it. Down goes Jackson, pushed in the back. Well, a high tackle.
Push it!
And that could well be 50. Not so. Jackson out of the middle. Pumps it long inside the forward 50. Roberts-Thompson had it knocked away. In front, the hand pass came across from Shaw. Put a teammate under pressure. Still under pressure as Matner comes back towards Grundy. And a standing ball develops, and we'll have a ball up. So good start by the Tigers, good pressure.
Yeah, really liked that by Nason. Then he had to fly. He was outsized, but he still made the contest, which was really important.
He's been a surprise packet as Nason, hasn't he? Taken, I think, 71 in the pick and hasn't missed a game. Edwards on the up. Is Dennis Lane first touch to Goods. Henneberry down low, McVeigh to Mumford to Bolton, are in tight quarters. Here's the 200-gamer in O'Keefe. Richmond have got the numbers. Playfair has to keep his feet. He did go to ground, more over the top. Ball almost out, does come out.
And he's back.
So against White.
Gee, everyone's just following the football at the moment. As soon as the ball goes somewhere, they all follow it. A lot of numbers around it.
Hanneberry, disappointing kick. Mason, disappointing effort, comes to Bolton, kicks inside the forward 50. Goods launches himself, had it knocked away. Playfair, half chance, was he legged? He's still after the football. Well played by Asprey, gave it across towards Tambling. Tambling knocks it out of there. Hanneberry going to ground. Well done by Mumford. Smith, a hand pass to McVeigh. Across he comes to Shaw. Shaw runs inside the forward 50 and is off target. Behind.
Had to kick that. That was a perfect opportunity. They kept the ball alive, and Reece Shaw needed to kick that, not only for his own confidence, but the confidence of the Swannies.
Hanneberry's had a fair bit early, hasn't he? Here's Cochin. So some really promising midfielders, young guns here today on both teams.
Move it on.
And I think a lot of people have come to the ground today to see the young stars of Richmond and exactly what they can do.
It's a good crowd. Here he is again. Made a splendid start.
Hold there, Dust.
So Ryan O'Keefe.
Every number back here for Richmond, so you'll have to work it through here. He just can't bomb it long because he got numbers back.
Matner likes to get it and go, doesn't he? Hasn't missed a game since he's been at the Swans. 60 straight. Lewis Roberts Thompson. Now Chesky. Took a while after the knee, didn't he? But he's come good. He's a mighty fine player. Normally a good kick. He asked too much of McVeigh then, and Thursfield cuts it off.
Up from the back pocket. Will Thursfield.
This is dangerous.
Why? Because of Will?
Well, just he actually had to hold there and wait for his play to actually go even deeper than what he was. I thought he was going to run himself into strife, but it was good play there by his teammate.
Connors short to Moore. Connors was very good last week. Took some strong contested marks. Back to Will, who tracks it and now runs it up. Well, when we say runs it up, that's the term liberally used there. Delidio to Nason.
He gets himself to good positions, Nason. I haven't seen a lot of him live, but he just he gets the right spots.
Yeah, where he doesn't go, Barbers. Across it comes towards Moore once more. In fact, it's Asprey who's got it. Plenty of them making themselves available. Now Moore wants the next one. It won't come his way. Hand passes instead. Asprey towards a teammate pushing up in Connors at the interchange gates. Well done by Cochin. Smothered brilliantly off the boot though by Mumford. Ricochets across towards Martin. Played it brilliantly. Now Jackson with some space on the wing. Kicks it down towards half forward. A battle of bodies down there. As a result, ball runs free. Matner gets back under pressure. Nason's in front. Did well. Knocked it down to his own advantage. Hanneberry on his knees. Smith a quick hand pass. Kirk gets it wider with the run of the football, sure, but it bounced away from him. Now White, a chance here, runs to 50. Long kick, right on the goal line. Revolt, he's trying to get an angle with the soccer. Diving in with the soles of his feet. Mason gets a goal. Boundary throw in. Reaching over the top, Vickery. Well done by Martin. Wonderful balance there. Slips it away. Farmer across the ground. They'll work it away nicely. Asprey gave it to Cousins, who delayed the hand pass. Now Thursfield back to Tambling. Right on the defensive 50. Good hard running by Cousins. Needed a bounce, didn't get it. Jack held without it. No free kick. Still a battle. Comes back to Jack. Well done Cousins. Well done Jack. Getting through Kennelly. Beautiful pass. Mark is taken by Moore.
It's the small things in footy that really crucify you as a team, and Damien Hardwick will be looking at it and saying, Tambling, you've got an easy handball, you've got to be able to hit the target. This handball right here, that is missed by a long way.
Moore comes in and adds to Tambling's woes, puts it through for a goal.
And what an impressive start to this young man's
What a kick.
career. Gee, that was bullet-like.
And brave. To go inside, if he misses that, that's almost a goal. Now, probably the risk is not worth it, but he knows his ability. He knows that he can hit that target 9 times out of 10.
Here's Jackson.
Great kick again.
Bypasses the short one, goes long over the top. That was confidence too. Moore, 45 metres out or so, kicks it long. Revolt. Hands to it, couldn't hang on. Spills in front. He's paid the mark.
I think he's caught up in the moment here. Gee, he got up.
He took his arm.
Well, the umpire very confident.
Time off.
Not a bad call, you know. He had it on the way down, I reckon. And Roberts-Thompson does strip the arm.
Well, that's what happens if you play in front, Marnie Matner. You're going to get sat on.
Revolt, 20 metres out. A mark like that deserves a goal. He got it.
Smith. Now Good's at the back. Pike held up by Connors. Pike, could he get a little handball across? Can't quite. Tuck. Kirk was very, very good. And then Jack on his wrong side. Didn't matter. Oh, Captain Kirk to Jack. And I think they've squeezed the goal home. All clear. It's a goal. Jack, who's been a goal scorer this year, gets Sydney second.
That to him.
That'll come, but I mean, it's almost going to happen inevitably, isn't it?
Yep.
Newman just pops it out wide. We talk about young players taking time. There's a classic example. This guy's got a different body, though. Martin, he's got a body for the ages. He goes in short. Cousins, or rather Collins. Oh, what a beautiful pass. Revolt coming up, takes the mark on his chest. So much confidence now with Jack Revolt.
Just watching Paul Roos down on the boundary line there. The ball hits Revolt on the chest, and Paul Roos says, well, he can't do anything about that. That is as good as a kick that you can give to a leading forward.
So Jack Revolt going at his second, and normally a dead-eye Dick. And this one has cleared 2 players on the line. He's got 2. Richmond back in front.
High, you got him high. Shane, go.
He's got a strong core, McGlynn, hasn't he? Because he was able to fend that off anyway.
But I think they'll be happy with him down off half-back because he's not being as dangerous as when he is up inside forward 50.
He kicked 3 goals 5 when they beat them earlier this year. Arching his back, Grundy, and then tries to deliver to full forward. It's in a good spot. Dennis Lane, O'Keefe, can he get a little handball? Goes back inside. Mumford's going to kick a goal. Oh, no, he's missed.
Downfield.
Is it a free kick?
Yep.
Too late.
Late contact.
Shane. You can have the point or you want another kick. You can have the point or you can take another kick. Yep, no worries.
That was too late. Hey, you always love an umpire with a sense of humour, don't you?
Well, it's a good option.
Some of those guys are slap-happy fellas.
Well, he's kicked 1 goal this year. He's only kicked 4 goals in his career. I hope he scores.
He'd want to.
What if scores were level right now? There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
Multiple choice question. Gave him the right answer. Good timing. Perfect timing.
Could you imagine a ruckman saying, I'll take the point?
Interesting opening term. Ebbed and flowed a bit, didn't it? Goal for goal, basically. And a quarter time through that Mumford goal from the square, basically. It's the Swans in front of the Tigers. On Sunday footy, it's 18-21.
So 5 best and fairest between them. Richo the 1. So close so often. Start of the second term. Graham hooks it down behind. Jackson strongly tackled. Feeds it back towards Graham. Clever hand pass to White. Kicks it down towards half forward. Awkward bounce. Coming up was Griffiths. Hammers it back towards Tuck. Kept coming Griffiths. Taken down. Good strong tackle. Got him down O'Keefe.
He's back.
Wow.
Right in his back.
He was down a long time before the whistle. Griffiths got the free kick. Lee is having an impact.
Move it on.
Like to see that again. Griffiths.
It's a big kick.
Kicks it long down towards full forward. Big pack. Revolt. He's taken the mark, has he? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Boy, he looked good in number 12.
He's got a serious set of
Boys, it's inside, it's
hands.
in
He
front.
goes up.
Straight in front.
Just beautiful judgment.
Straight in front on the lines in.
Yeah, that's a mark too. Just occurred to me, Roche used to be number 8. We mightn't change him. Was Roche 8? I think he was.
Yeah, but what's Revolt?
He's 8. He might want to stay. He comes in and kicks it. We'll just sit on that.
Gee, their work through the centre was exciting then. The Swans in heavy traffic early and got it down there. But Playfair did the right thing and Shaw's missed. He knows. Good effort by Graham. Bolton starting to become a factor. McVeigh loads it up and kicks the ball through the middle for a goal. He's a good player, and that was a lovely finish from a fair stretch out.
Cousins, I think he senses it too. He's working overtime at the moment, Ben Cousins, improvising. Gets boots a ball towards half-back. Coming away is Collins. Collins looks to space. Leads King to the football. Needs to take it, run through 50. Well, he's going to get a free kick. May have been better just to keep going.
Play on.
Gives it to Farmer. Farmer, who is a long kick, lines up. This one's got the carry. It's a goal. Could Ryan Griffin have done that?
Bolton, who Ox talked about being so important in this match, back to Kennedy, and then Smith's kick down the ground, held on to. Advantage given to McGlynn, has to backtrack. Pretty smart player. He's worked his way through this and then delivers a beautiful kick to 55 metres. Hanbury, Malcheski on the right side, kicks to the pocket. Good hands by McVeigh.
This bloke can play. He's so unassuming, but everything he does is precise. He's a very, very smart and a very good footballer.
There's a high draft pick, taken 5 in the 0-2 draft, McVeigh, and he's lived up to it, hasn't he?
He has. Adam Goods hasn't, though. We know he's a star, but he's only had 3 touches this afternoon. He can't get near it.
Well, can McVeigh put the Swans back in front? I think so. He's a finisher too. So he's kicked a couple and Sydney regained the lead. It's a good first half of footy. Dennis, I can't remember calling Richo as much as I have today in a Richmond game for years. I've said his name more times today than I did when he was playing.
You're getting tired of him. Close to the boundary line. Down goes Tuck. Was that in the back? No, apparently not. Cousins, a wonderful smother in there. Gee, I've loved his game. McGlynn liked his game too. He feeds it back. McVeigh trying to find a way through. Moore's under pressure. Collins got him. Tries to flick it across to a teammate there in Grundy. Nothing doing. He's at the base of the pack. And they come from everywhere and will have a ball up.
Not sure how he got rid of the footy, but we'll just see here. Oh, no, his right hand was there. Good strength by Moore.
Pike knocks it down. McVeigh is in space. Lines them up. No trouble at all. He's got 3. And they haven't kicked it behind. Yes, they have. What am I talking about? Richmond haven't kicked it behind. The South Melbourne Swans, now the Sydney Swans. Martin got boot to ball. That was a good effort. Moved it towards half forward. Matner came off the line. Immediately tackled front on by Nason. High is the call.
Nason just got him high.
Matner will get the free. Running half back. Formerly from Adelaide. Spots a man moving to space on the outer side. Gives it to Smith. Now running hard is Moore. He's the target. And Moore getting in behind the lead. That's clever.
Gee, Smith had too much space there. I'm not sure what happened, but either Edwards or his teammate weren't talking and allowed a play to get 30 metres on his own. Unacceptable first up to start the third term.
First 5 or 10 minutes absolutely essential for the Tigers. Moore kicks a goal. That's his second.
And off.
O'Keefe's got a panic. Good switch up. They're finding space, the Swans, in the second half. And now Bolton has been a star leaning back. Goods has been struggling. Oh, yeah, got a fair bit of that. Didn't hold it, though. Deledio, Moore. Goods to pressure. Goods and Moore. Moore wants it behind. Goods puts the pump on him, and then Newman runs it over for a behind.
Margin out to 20 very quickly. Missed kick. He was singing the captain's praises, but Newman, let's just call it a Newman error. Kicked it directly to a Sydney Swan, who read it pretty well in fairness. McGlynn realised the short one was on. He didn't stop. There was a lot going on in the square, but McGlynn was playing the game, intended for Farmer. He ghosted across in front and took the mark.
The reason that happened was because he had a player on the mark. He had to get it up over the top, and as a result, he wasn't able to drill the ball in.
Everything is starting to work now as far as Sydney are concerned. Plenty of fodder for Richo to talk with Paul Roos. He comes in and kicks the goal. Down to you, Richo.
Brucey, Henry Playfair, is he gone for the day? Are you one down?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just hurt his back, so I don't think we'll see him again, yeah.
Now, it's goal for goal there for a while. You've skipped away to a good lead now. Where have you won the game in the last 20 minutes?
Just started to tackle a little bit better, and we're probably using the ball better this quarter than what we were early on. But, you know, they're up and about. You know, they're tackling really well as well. So we've got to take advantage of a bit of momentum now.
And Jude Bolton's continuing his great form at the moment. 22 touches.
He's getting a lot of the ball. Probably just, you know, while his eyes a little bit, but he's certainly getting hold of it. So, I mean, you'd like to see your midfielders with a bit of footy, which makes it easier for your forwards.
And Adam Goods hasn't done a lot up forward. Will you put him into the midfield at any stage?
I don't know. We look a bit dangerous with him up there. He probably hasn't done a lot like himself, but even bringing the ball to ground, attacking it. So he looks just a little bit away from having a good patch.
Thanks for your time, Ruzi.
Yeah, good stuff. Paul Roos there with Matthew Richardson. An insight into what the coach is thinking about at this point. He sits down on that boundary. Hanbury to Bolton. And now to Bird, out wide. Good grab taken by the kid.
On the 50, on the line.
Dennis Lane, TDL.
That's it.
Hasn't kicked it well.
Yeah, on the line.
Goods wants it at the top of the square.
He just needs to get one onto his boot, so he needs to just get it up there. See, that's 3 bad ones. Sometimes you can take the pressure off yourself by just making good contact, putting it to a dangerous spot.
Still not out of this, the Tigers, but they need the next. It's a 26-point margin. It looks a lopsided board. It's 8-9 to 5-1.
Newman kicks it beyond the wing towards half forward. White's got toe. Pursued by Matner running out of... Well, I think he called it on himself. He simply stopped. Interesting, because the boundary umpire was trying to turn back and didn't have a very good view of that. Still, they got it right. Honesty the best policy. Throw it in. Knocked down by Pike. Hanbury going after the football. Cousins applies a tackle. Spills out of the pack to Connors. Now free kick to Nason.
Then Nason. On the 50, time back on the 50.
Nason 52 metres out then. Just kicks for space. Not sure who that was intended for. Collins maybe. Juggled attempt at the mark. He thinks he marked it.
He's got it. Yeah.
He's paid the mark, not the umpire closest. The umpire furthest away has made the call on that one. It was umpire Grun.
It's a good decision too. I reckon he was just waiting for it to see if it actually hit the ground, and the other umpire who had a better view up the ground would have seen it didn't hit the ground. Good teamwork by the 2 men in green.
Clear mark, Ty.
Yep. Half an hour since the Tigers have kicked a goal. That's in playing time. They're trailing by 26 points. This is absolutely essential. In danger of falling off the pace. All Sydney so far. Collins, who's been lively on the forward line, pops it through.
Well, he won't have a shot.
Still down is McGlynn. Pike to O'Keefe, and O'Keefe looks up and finds Goods.
Now, he's still down on confidence here, Goods. Now, this is the collision between McGlynn and who was it?
Collins.
Yep. It was, both of them didn't see each other, but Goods' confidence is nowhere near where it needs to be. This is not an easy kick. There'll be a lot of things going through his mind. He's missed his last 2. Could either go through the middle or he could put it out of bounds on the full.
He's taking small steps forward, though, isn't he? Because this is his 3rd attempt in 3 minutes.
There we go.
And he's got it. So that's significant, maybe beyond just this match.
Roberts-Thompson, short one, dangerous, punched away by the Tigers, but pushing up the ground, McVeigh to Kennelly.
Just had a play come off the bench too, Dennis.
Sure, Kennedy was that player, but he's outnumbered 3-on-1. Does pretty well though, knocks it forward. The man waiting for it is O'Keefe. Strong tackle, brought him down, but not before he got the hand pass away. Taken by Jack. Jack runs to 50, kicks it long, plenty of tall timber. Big mark is taken by Pike, and Pike goes through and kicks a goal. His first, I would think, in league footy.
On. Vickery at the back. McVeigh. Martin, brilliantly done. Oh, that's a signature from the young fella, isn't it?
Look at him just pinch it here off McVeigh.
Quality player, yeah. Yep. He was the guy who drove it in there. Had a talkback caller yesterday on Melbourne radio asking if those tats could hamper his sponsorship opportunities. Interesting question. I think if I was an agent, I'd be recommending a neck full of Lexus and Nat Bank. As the kick goes down towards half forward, punched away by Malcheski, taken by Tambling. Hand passes to King. King drives it down towards the forward pocket, off hands. And through for a minor score, and suddenly a spark is coming from the Tigers. Bit of self-belief. 45-71. Sure. Oh, anything but. Griffiths has got the footy and he's calming things down.
As Richo said before, this boy can kick the ball beautifully. So if he wants to make a career, he needs to kick him down there towards his cheer squad, sail it over the umpire's hat and get the crowd up into this match.
Griffiths then. Kick is on the way and he splits the middle. Lovely kick. So 2 in the space of a minute. 20 points the difference.
Gee, they're working harder though. They've picked up their intensity.
Did he have prior opportunity? Tossed in.
I think he might have. That's a throw.
You've cackled at me. I know that's bad news for me.
Well, I think if you take 6 steps and you try and kick it, you've had prior opportunity.
Okay. Just checking.
But go long.
Here's Jackson. Drives it inside the forward 50. Goods will fly from the side. Well, he got there late. Grabbed by White. Snapshot. It's floating towards goal. Over the top. Revolt. Oh, what a mark.
That's what you want. See ball, go ball, get ball. And that's all he did. He just kept his eyes on it. He didn't take him off for one moment.
It's all right for you to say, but what about Smith? Saw ball, went ball, got crunched. Revolt kicks the goal.
Well, that's what Richo wanted. He wanted Jack Revolt to step up.
Will Firstfield met his debut against the Swans, round 14:05. First opponent, Michael O'Loughlin. So he didn't get it easy from the get-go. Deledio slips one away. Connors back to Deledio. Good football by the Tigers inside the forward 50. Awkward one low down. Griffiths fires off a hand pass. Newman about 75 metres from goal. Bacon square. They come to him. He spots that. He goes for home. And he kicks a goal.
Great goal.
Oh, terrific. Well fought out by the leading player too. He cleared out that full forward area.
Got some talent, haven't they?
Yeah. It's a great grab.
Adam Goods has been doing that for 10 years over people.
Connors. Gee, big change in the Tigers. Remember what happened the last time they played Sydney? On the field and off the field. A lot's changed in that 8 or 9 or 10 weeks. That was round 3. Kick by Connors to centre wing. Now McVeigh.
Hanbury, sweeping hand pass. Bird on the wing. Nicely done. Thought about a hand pass, feeds it back. Shaw, across ground. Getting low down and taking the mark. Mike Pike kicked a goal in that last term. Took a couple of good marks too. He's been very handy. Big leap out there by Asprey. Crashed to the turf. Meantime, Swans steal the football. McGlynn looks inside the forward 50.
Now,
Dennis Lane.
He's been very nervous on his kicks. The young man has to go back and slot it for his own confidence, because his first 3 kicks haven't been the best. If you're going to fly it, you've got to make contact with the footy. Good play there by Kennelly. Gee, McGlynn gets it. He knows what to do.
Nice player, McGlynn.
Right, he's got one of the longest run-ups you'll ever see here.
Okay. Told you I spoke with his dad coming into the ground. His dad was very confident.
What about his kicking? Did you mention his kicking?
No. I reckon the dad would be a good kick. He looked pretty compact.
Did he?
Yep.
All right, you've got to get through the ball here.
Down to this son. Dennis Lane, huge kick. Hopes of both sides riding on it, and he puts it through. Well done, young man.
And
High ball.
ball up. So Tigers need, got plenty of time, but they need the next goal. 14 points the margin. It was as much as 33 in the third quarter. They got it back to 8. Jackson fishing for it. That ball not coming out now. Jackson, well, he wheeled that ball forward. Cousins talking about well done. Newman spears it.
What they can do, Richmond, is they can do that. You get the hands in you get the ball in the hands of a good player like Newman, and he'll be able to hit up a target. But it's the timing of the lead by Rewalt, which is the important factor here.
That was vintage Cousins, sorry, wasn't it?
Yeah, he just got in there and swooped on it. But Revolt leads too early, and that play's dead and buried. Timing is so crucial as a full forward.
It looks good. He's a young champion, isn't he? He's kicked 5, and they keep on coming.
Jack Revolt Fourth time this season he's kicked at least 5 goals in a game, of course. At the top of that list is 10 against the West Coast Eagles. He's got very good hands on the lead. Rucks go at it. Graham tries to direct it behind the pack. It spills wide. Down goes Jack. Comes back to Graham.
What about Chris Newman's last quarter? He's been outstanding, Dennis. He kicked a goal, he set one up, and being the real architect off half-back.
8 points the difference. Tigers lead the tackle count. Cousins went to ground. Graham did well. Martin, that was ambitious. That's holding the footy. Interesting with Cousins, 73 of 99 minutes in this game for 18 possessions. You work that out, more game time. Perhaps he'd be well over 20. Here's Goods on the lead. He's marked inside the 50. That rush of blood by Martin could come home to really hurt them.
What a kick is the free kick you were talking about. That kick then was perfect to Adam Goods. Have a look at this. In amongst 5 Richmond players. Oh, what a kick.
So Goods close to the goal post, but it swings right to left and through it goes. Good enough. Timely. Margin 14 points.
Well, he's turning an ordinary day into a pretty good day, Goods, isn't he, in the last quarter and a half? Match winners at both ends. Revolt and Goods getting the last couple of goals.
Your day's not finished until the last siren. You've got to persevere and fight it out, and Goods has done that.
Looked high on Cochin, and again a ball up. A moment ago, Hanbury and O'Keefe's gang tackle, but the two 19-year-olds, Hanbury on Martin.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
2 stars of the competition going forward.
Tigers again need the next goal to stay right in this match.
Play on.
Sydney happy for this. This is what they like. They like to get the numbers around, and they'll rely on Jack or Kirk or Bolton, who's had a lazy 30 possessions. Ryan O'Keefe's had 26. And Hanbury's had 22, so they've got plenty of players that can get it out for the Swannies.
Inside.
So another stoppage.
TJ King can't win a free kick.
Bit stiff, wasn't he? Over the shoulder and in the back. Graham, Kennedy, arm being hurled. Edwards got through and belted it forward.
No.
And again, speaking of arm being hurled, Matner can't quite get it out. Revolt can't quite get it out. Tries a toe poke. A little Stockman was clever. Collins, bash, Crane, Roberts, Thompson, and Collins go down. Is that Newman again?
Wow.
What a goal.
This game's tough.
Curry used him as a shield. There's Nason up from the back pocket. Nothing to kick to. Only Smith up ahead. Smith is coming to meet the ball on the angle. Beating him was Farmer. What a pickup. Farmer.
Got a shepherd here.
He beckoned Nason to run, then he stops. Oh, brilliantly set up by Farmer. His mind would have to be sweating. He goes down towards half forward. It's taken by Tambling. Tambling, the long kick to the pocket. Kennelly, was that interference? I think it was. He blocked him.
He was scared.
Oh, how good was Farmer on the outer side. He orchestrated the whole thing.
He did. He set it up. You're so right, Dennis. But it was Kennelly here too worried about the player. Not being playing on him all day. It's a free kick all day long.
Blatant.
Oh, it's a big kick now, isn't it?
Yeah, huge.
Oh, they're all big.
Asprey kicked a few, going back a couple of weeks from memory. Got 3 or 4, I reckon. Asprey with the angle opening up for the right footer, but he doesn't challenge the angle. He misses very thin.
It's good news, though. It's below 8 points.
They've broken that barrier.
Yep.
Wow.
The psychological barrier.
It's the closest Ox since the 24-minute mark of the second term.
Yeah, look, they've had to fight, and Sydney have played pretty good football, but the Tigers, they just haven't given in, and I think that's what all the supporters here are loving with the Tigers at the moment. It's a new attitude.
So that long bomb, McGlynn almost fell in his arms there from Malcheski. Going to have to kick another goal to win, you reckon, the Swans, so they're going to have to remain attacking in some ways. Bird's little kick forward. Moore, still with Moore. Well done, Mumford, but back to Connors. Liked his game. Important kick. White's pace has been a factor. Shaw runs hard at him. White didn't fall over. Well done, Dennis Lane. Well done, Shaw. Tigers onto them. White was terrific. Oh, good stuff.
It is. It's just every contest could be a match-winning contest. Oh, no.
Knee in from you, Chris Newman.
Gee, well, the captain has played such a part. And now, Reece Shaw wide.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Matner on the wing. Matner looks out very wide. Mark is taken out there by Hanbury. Two extremes in winning a football match. The good players can win it for you, just as the bad players can win it for you. They can't drop their head. They've got to keep working. Players have been out of it early, like this man. He bobs up on cue. Blanketed for so long. Admittedly, he fits into both categories. Let's have a look at the kneeing incident. Wow. Not sure about that.
That's a good kick though into goods, wasn't it? And champions step up.
We need to be a little further back from that kneeing, don't we? That was sort of like dermatology camp. It was a bit close. There's the kick from Goods, and he's missed the near side. Behind.
Well, they've had four now. Four shots that they probably would normally kick. So Graham's found some space.
To Martin. Back. Delidio to centre wing.
Big one here.
Graham and Pike. Graham took the mark. Looked to be off. Has to go now. And he dropped it down. A bit forward and then won it back. He was a little fortunate not to be pinged.
Great mark.
It was. He's a very, as you say, an emerging ruckman. We've got a few in the comp at the moment, and he's one of them, and he's against one of them at the moment. Pike. Mumford, he was the guy I was thinking of. Edwards had a good last quarter. Back to Jackson, normally a long kick. Revolt, oh, brilliant hands. 52 metres out. Lovely looking kick. Yep. This is the guy that was down a minute ago, Collins.
Him and LRT, Collins and LRT, they were both just about knocked out. And they've had significant roles in the last 3 minutes. What about this? Not going to ground, getting onto his bike, and a beautiful kick. Oh.
Collins, who's kicked a goal in the third. Well, Tiger fans are going to like this if he can drill it home. This would set up the last 5 minutes perfectly. He does. Richmond keep on coming. They are roaring now, these Tigers.
Well, there it is. Great play by Revolt. Gets it in board to Collins. He was knocked out only a couple of minutes ago. And Paul Roos goes, well, what can I do?
O'Keefe hand passes forward. Cousins again when the moment is biggest. Gives it to Delidio. Slips a hand pass away. Bit of indecision from the Tigers. Comes across to O'Keefe. In trouble. Cochin hit the pack hard. Smith over the football off balance. Tries to feed it out. Going in was Edwards. Brilliantly done. Gave it to Asprey. Feeds it back to Cousins. Back to Asprey. Asprey out wide. Ample time. Connors unloads inside the forward 50. Slipping over was Revolt. And as a result, Roberts Thompson takes the mark.
Oh, Connors just had to have more poise then. He had Nason off to the side. This is where you've got to really lower your eyes and have your peripheral vision going for you. Otherwise, you miss options that open up.
Wasn't paid. It's punched out of bounds, so a boundary throw in. Richard.
Yeah, the crowd's making a lot of noise here. The Richmond fans, they're really enjoying this young Richmond team at the moment. They can sense the improvement and they're really enjoying it.
Well, Sydney is not lost to anybody outside the 8 on the ladder as it sits and haven't beaten anybody inside that. So they've been a really good barometer, the Swans. And the Tigers' improvement in the last month has been exceptional.
Well, no play fair for the last half. Matner's now off injured, so they're running out of players, the Swannies.
Graham wins the tap. They'll need another goal, the Swans. Here's Cochin, gets to 50, kicks to the goal square. Revolt, oh no, didn't need him.
There he is
again. They knocked him out a moment ago, and now he kicks his third, and they're in front. talk about Lazarus.
He was out. He was out cold.
We were telling them not to pick him up. He was so badly damaged.
Oh, he's tough.
He's picked them up.
What about the clearance? That's where the game has been Sydney's. And then the last 5 or 10 minutes, whether it's legs or whether it's them being weary, they've been able to win those tight one-on-one contests. And we talk about centre clearances and we talk about free kicks being given away. We've got 2 minutes 55 seconds. There's time for 2 or 3 goals. They cannot give away a free kick either side in the middle of the ground. I'm not sure if they should change their setup at all, the Tigers, but for Sydney, they've got to go for it. They've got to absolutely go for it, clear it out, get it to Adam Goods.
Still an eternity to play. Graham sends it forward. Mumford off balance, goes back to Bird under pressure, smothered by Collins. He's inspired, goes after Jack does Collins, picks his pocket. Collins! He wins a free kick. Well, sort of. Yeah, he's got the football now. His ball. Collins inside the centre square. Who is this young man? Andrew Collins drives it inside the forward 50. Didn't look. So much time. Grundy after Bolton's short pass. Close to the boundary line. Kirk. Oh, just bundled over the boundary line by Revolt with plenty of energy.
Their tackling has been superb. 89 to the Tigers 77.
Umpire said it was high. Didn't hear the whistle. This crowd, not the biggest crowd in the world, but they're making a lot of noise. Mumford and Graham, and the ball is out of bounds. Richmond leaded by 4 points against all the odds.
Remember, if the Tigers win today, they get off the bottom of the ladder. They've been there for a while.
They have.
The Eagles will be there tonight if that happens.
Captain.
Jared McVeigh has gone a little bit quiet. Have a look at this. All the players down in Richmond's part of the ground. This is where you've got to be so switched on. You can't let your play get to the dangerous side. If you're a Tigers player, you can't let them get over the back.
McVeigh to O'Keefe.
Oh, he's over the back.
McGlynn, another more, went to ground. Asprey. Deledio. That was Connors, I should say. Connors and Moore, and then Deledio. So just less than 2 minutes. A lot of time in footy. Brendan Gale, the chief executive of the Tigers, the Richmond Footy Club.
Well, this is a big one now because Graham's gone off. He's got no petrol left. It's up to Vickery to go one-on-one.
Got a hand on it. Jackson forcing forward. McVeigh's tackle was good. Jackson almost as good as a kick. Gee, White's been important, I reckon. He's been able to, with his pace, get to a lot of contests, and that was a good touch by him.
What about these Tigers?
Sorry, Dennis. Chris Newman's just gone off. He's had a mighty last term.
Boundary throw in. Towards the attacking 50 for the Tigers. Mumford hooks it down behind, taken by Martin.
Cotchin being held by Brett Kirk. Trent Cotchin.
Free kick to the Tigers. Cotchin to take it. Roar from the crowd. We're down to a minute 20. Now, if they could create from here, Cotchin indicating he wants to go forward. Cotchin kicks it in. They decided against milking the clock. Griffiths was up, bounced off his body. In front, Kirk flips it away. High ball from O'Keefe, camped underneath it. Cousins knocked away by Moore. Coming through Bolton. Opposite direction, Deledio. Stolen by Jack. They're on here towards Pike. He missed the mark. He missed Pike. And the mark is taken by Moore. And rest assured they'll run the clock down now. Tambling. We're down to 40 seconds. They've got 2-on-1 behind the ball. Thursfield back to Tambling. They've won 3 of their last 4. 30 seconds to go. And what a triumph for that man if they make it 4 out of 5. Tambling.
Kick to centre wing. Packma. Not paid.
Should be enough, though. It should be enough. They've been so brave here, the Tigers. So are the Swannies. The Swannies have played really good footy, but just running the last quarter has let them down.
Well done, Collins, and Cousins has been so good. And Martin, whose goal got them going, kicks to full forward. Roberts Thompson searching. Nason started it with a goal. Couldn't quite, but the Tigers have won it. That's the stuff that makes a footy club, doesn't it, and a team.